over 6 years bariatric surgery with a non-working tool, right? I have had my Lappian filled. Well, actually, I had it placed in 2012, and it only worked metabolically 3 months for me. I had paid, this first surgery cost, I don't know, 20 some thousand on my insurance, and then I paid out of pocket like maybe somewhere around 6,000. Had a lot of testing that didn't be covered under my plan, which I had to pay out of pocket. Yeah, had to buy a sleep study monitor, and I had to do all these 9 months of pre-op diet. I had to pay a copay. It was a lot of bullshit, a lot of extra money that was needless to spend. And I lost about 65 pounds. But metabolically, the Lappian only allowed me to lose 20 pounds. And then I had to work, right? I had to work real hard. And I'm still working real hard on my diet. It's not easy. It's not easy. I am post-menopause. I am going to be 59 years old. The old saying is, they say 80% diet, I think 20% exercise. Your body gets used to exercise, or you wear out maybe by age or by injury or by life just happens, or maybe a health consequence comes. And if you don't watch your food intake or what you're eating, it only makes a matter of a couple months for you to gain all your weight back, right? 6 months, if you lost 100 pounds, you can gain all your weight back. I think Dr. Now on the 600-pound life, he says gastric bypass for those who are morbidly obese, like 500, 600, 700 pounds. There's only a 5% success rate after 5 years. So I've had mine in 2012. I basically have about a 6-pound weight gain throughout the year, and then I have to lose it, right? And then I have to work really hard. Doesn't magically disappear, right? I cannot eat any snacks. I only have to eat twice a day. I have a slow metabolism. I have a lot of old haunts that years and years of dieting, years and years of whatever you want to call it, to try to keep my body healthy in a regular weight pattern. Except in 2004 to 2011, I let myself go, and that's when I gained 80 pounds. I lost about maybe 65, 70 pounds of it. Scale doesn't really measure my weight because I have a lot of water weight, I have a lot of bloat, I have a lot of hormonal issues going on. But now I'm doing OMAD, and I only eat once a day, and it's usually a very small amount. I still have an unfilled lap band, but I still, if I eat too much, it makes me very uncomfortable. I watch my quantity size, and I only eat whole foods, and I rarely eat out. I only cook in my kitchen. I have to watch my snacks. Sometimes I have to go on a fast because I have eating some poor food choices. But I was watching a video last night, and they said 80% of the population, or 70% of the population, is either overweight or obese now, and 60% has prediabetes or diabetic. Wow, that's a lot of money for the pharmaceutical people. They love sick people. This way they can make their money, and so does the medical professionals. You want to become a victim of the medical professionals? Keep eating and keep staying fat, because they love it. That's how they make their money. They don't make any money off the well people. So that's a little nugget for you, because as you age, you're going to get some health consequences. Maybe your parents are healthy. Maybe you've been lucky. You've had healthy parents, and they're still living till they're 90 or 100 years old. But my mother passed away at 80 years old, and she had about a 10-year history of neurological disease, Alzheimer's, and they don't know the cure to that either. So That's why I'm working towards my health, right? So I try to do the best that I can every day with a non-working tool. I stick with my portions. Back in the day, they told me when I first got my lap band, I was only to eat a half a cup to a 1 cup meal. But usually now I have a non-working tool when I get hungry. Now I'm doing fasting usually 16 plus hours of the day. Haven't had anything to eat today. And I'm going to go working out the garden. I'm going to go bike ride. Go do an hour, maybe 2 hours worth of exercise. And I'm not going to eat until 4 o'clock today. Yeah. Maybe I'll have, it's under 1,000 calories usually. And I only have it on a small plate. Yep. Small plate. Maybe a plate like this. And it's usually protein first. And then I have my vegetables. I'm usually low carb, usually cruciferous vegetables. And I don't eat pasta, I don't eat rice, and I eat extremely low amounts of fruit. Maybe 1 fruit a week, maybe twice a week, and it's low glycemic. So, yeah. I've been practicing the weight loss surgery rules since I started on my bariatric diet in January of 2012. I've said my stats 100 different times. I'm a little shorty. I used to be 5'4", but in the times of post-menopause, I have shrunk. Now I'm only 5'3", and if I slouch, I'm 5'2.5". So I try to pay attention to my posture. Yeah, so I'm going out to work in the garden. Yeah, I'm going to do some different kind of fitness and movement today. I'm going to ride my bike. I'm going to walk. I'm going to count my steps. I'm going to do a couple wheelbarrows. I'm going to do some digging. I'm going to do some lifting. And